The five melodies. Nam, or the divine vibration of Shabd, is the spiritual current emanating from the Supreme Being. It pervades through all the spiritual worlds and the entire cosmos, originating from that source which is one. Yet, in its descent from the highest region of divine purity and perfection, it responds to the characteristics of the different realms it passes through, and is heard by the disciple accordingly as different melodies at different levels of consciousness. Just as the inner regions are five, Shabd, though essentially one, is heard as five different sounds. Hafiz, the blessed Persian mystic, referring to the five melodies of Shabd, says, "Be silent and listen to the five melodies that are emanating from the sky." He also makes clear that the sky he speaks of is a very high spiritual state, and not simply a region. That sky is beyond the 6 chakras of the body and the 7 skies. Saint Beni says that the way to the five melodies is through the center of the forehead, where the creator of the 3 worlds can also be met. In the forehead, surrounded by many jewels, is the lotus, within which is the Lord of the 3 worlds. Here resound the 5 pure melodies of Shabd. Here undulates the divine whisk and reverberates the sound of conch with great resonance. With the knowledge given by the Guru Mukh, Beni smothers and annihilates the demons, the passions and desires, and craves only the divine name. Guru Nanak also refers to the 5 melodies of the Anhad or boundless Shabd when describing the union of the soul with the True One. My union is everlasting. My mind is now at rest. My home, the true temple, is adorned with bliss. The 5 melodies of Anhad Shabd resound. My beloved has arrived at my home. Kabir, describing a true warrior, says that it is only after the devotee has conquered the 5 firmaments that they should be looked upon as a true warrior who has fought the battle well. They give their head, ego, and thus save their soul. They attain the presence of God and pay humble homage. Referring to the 5 melodies of the 5 regions, he says, "The 5 boundless Shabds ring in the company of the Supreme Being. O thou pure, formless, and absolute one, Kabir with devotion worships thee." Guru Amar Das affirms, "Through the Guru's grace I am entranced by God's love. With the sound of the 5 Shabds I will meet the Merciful One." Guru Nanak affirms also that the pure and unconnected ringing of the 5 Shabds is produced by God. It is God who enables one to hear it. Shams-e Tabriz calls the 5 melodies the music in praise of the Lord that rings day and night at his door. Beyond the 7th sky resound the 5 melodies. If the seeker will leave their camp, body, within the 6 chakras, they will surely hear it. Kabir gives hints about the 5 inner regions, their respective lights, and the 5 melodies of Shabd. The melodies are ineffable. They can be experienced, but can be neither reproduced nor described. Saints have tried to give analogies for the inner melodies by describing them in terms of sounds produced by physical means in the world of matter. Kabir describes them as the melodies of the gong and conch, the drum and thunder, the kingri or sarangi, common stringed instruments, the flute and the veena. Namdev, Beni, Guru Nanak, Dadu, Darya, Paltu, Tulsi Sahib, and many other saints have also used these analogies in their writings. Although Shabd is within the body, it cannot be contacted in the world of matter. It is a divine power, a spiritual current emanating from the Supreme, and can only be realized by the soul. It can be experienced not within the 9 portals of the body, but at the focal point of the soul, the gateway to the spiritual realms. This is the eye center. In the words of Guru Amar Das, the devotee has to conduct a search within the city of his body through Shabd. Only then will he obtain Nam, the bestower of all gifts. As Kabir says, where lightning flashes without clouds, where dazzling light shines without a sun, where pearls of radiance shine without mother of pearl, where the sweet music of the divine voice resounds without a speaker, without rhythm or tone. Such is my homeland, O friend. Dadu conveys his experience in similar terms. Where there are no suns, I saw a sun. Where there are no moons, I saw a moon. Where exist no stars, there I saw them twinkle. Dadu saw, and boundless was his joy. Saint Namdev has the same inner experience to share with his disciples. Without the leather covering, the drum beats. Without monsoon, there is thunder. Without clouds, it rains. If one could just grasp the essence. Describing the brilliance of the inner light, Guru Nanak affirms, "As one sees lightning on a dark night, see the divine light deep within yourself. The Lord is the embodiment of bliss, of ineffable beauty. He is seen through a perfect master." Referring to this light too, the prophet Isaiah says, "The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine as unto an everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended." Saints, giving hints of the spiritual regions, say that the light of the first region in the soul's journey is like that of 1,000 lamps of extraordinary brilliance. The light of the second stage is like that of the rising sun. Crossing these two realms, the devotee enters the third region. Here they shall find a light dazzlingly bright, but cool, like that of a full moon. Guru Nanak gives hints of these regions when he says, "When you meet the Satguru, you will be ferried across, and after the sky of the lamp and that of the sun, you will indeed reach the home of the moon." Persian mystics like Maulana Rumi also give hints of the inner worlds. If you are among those who see the sun in its full brilliance at midnight, then try to converse with me. Remember, only the pure souls see that sun, and once they see it, there is no difference between day and night for them. The inner light always shines within, for without it the soul is blind. Thus, even at the peripheral regions, souls are constantly in touch with that region of brilliant light. Indeed, the soul is a particle of that light in itself, and in this, in its essence, it is one with God. Only the rust of ignorance, which covers the spiritual mirror of the heart, currently prevents the realization of what thou truly art. Once removed, through spiritual practice, and by the beneficent grace of God, the light of the eternal soul shall reveal itself, and the essence of its sacred nature be witnessed in all its dazzling effulgence.